Hi, this is Andy from the Kendo Show and welcome to this episode of Kendo Zero to Shodan. Today, we are continuing our study into strikes made in Kendo, but today we're going to be expanding that into strikes made against a partner wearing armor. This is the second part in a two-part series of strikes made in Kendo, so if you haven't seen the previous episode, go back and watch that before continuing on this one. This video series is specifically dedicated to giving you all of the information you need from starting out on your Kendo journey through to getting your first Dan grade or the Shodan rank in Kendo. It's a great resource for students of Kendo who are looking to achieve the rank of Shodan, but also a great resource for teachers as well who are hoping to help their students along that journey. Before we jump into the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and most importantly, if these videos do bring you value, any value whatsoever, you can support the channel by doing your Kendo shopping at KendoStar.com. KendoStar.com is my website that offers fantastic Kendo equipment shipped worldwide. We're the best rated Kendo equipment website online, and I'm sure you'll be happy with the service that we provide. So go and check out KendoStar.com. So with that being said, let's jump into the video. Okay, next let's look at some of the basic datotsu, the basic strikes, when we're actually striking a partner in armor. Let's start with men. So, we will start with far distance as before. Exactly like before when we weren't striking our partner. We will start from the far distance, ya for the kakegoe, and step into our cutting distance, and this time she's going to open up for men. We're going to make the strike exactly as before when we were striking the shinai. Okay, just this time we're going to hit her men, her actual armor. Men! Men! This way. Okay? I know this is making quite a loud noise. I'm not sure if it's been picked up on the microphone, but it makes quite a loud noise, but I'm not hitting hard with power. Okay? Is this painful? No. No. Okay? This is done with tenoichi. Okay? That tenoichi practice that we did, we're going to use that now for this strike. Okay? So it's not painful, it's not unpleasant, it's not a bash, thud like this. Use our wrists. I'm not pushing the shinai forward, as I said before. This way. Men. 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 Okay? This is perfectly fine. After our strike, zanshin, isoku ito. Okay? And then I can perform more. One more time. Men! Zanshin, isoku ito. Men! Zanshin, isoku ito. Men! Zanshin, isoku ito. Okay? In this way. So for kote, we start the far distance as before. We don't need to step in as far because the kote is closer to us. As I raise, she's going to open by lifting the shinai to her left, to my right, placing her kote on the center of her body so that I can swing in a straight line for kote. Kote. This way, okay? From here, ya, step in, and kote. Okay? After striking, I just leave the shinai here, then small step for zanshin, and back to my cutting distance. One more time, kote. Zanshin, cutting distance, kote. Zanshin, cutting distance, kote. Okay? This way. Okay? Again, it's especially important with kote that you use this tenoichi. This way. This way. Okay? And not bash like this. It's very painful. Okay? Tenoichi. Tenoichi. Pound. Pound. This bit. Okay? So it's not unpleasant for our partner. For do, she's wearing a do now, so I can actually make the strike. But I still want to make sure that I'm striking accurately.
I start from the far distance as always. Yeah, take my quite deep step in. She raises to Shodan exactly as before. And this time, I go to Shodan, down to Do. I make sure as I bring the shinai down in a 45-degree angle, this way, that it's just accurate. I don't need power, okay? Okay, just a minute ago I missed slightly and it bounced off this way. If I was doing this with power, this would be very painful, okay? But because I'm doing it nice and relaxed, just with a little bit of tenuchi. Tenuchi, this is the tenuchi we practiced before. Here, okay? Go. Don't need to hit hard, okay? Tenuchi. Then, zanshin, back to here, okay? Accuracy, not power. Don't! Okay? One more time. Don't! Okay? Even if you miss, like I did a minute ago, it's not going to be really, really dangerous, okay? Tenuchi. Tenuchi, okay? Finally, for tsuki, it's very important now that when we make the strike, all we need to do is touch the tsukidare or the ago of the men, okay? We don't need to push it over with it, okay? As before, far distance, yeah, step in, and she's not going to step back now until I've made contact, okay? So I'm going to step in this way, and then she's going to step back, okay? After I've pressed on the ago, she'll use the momentum of that to take the step backwards. If she steps back too early, yeah, steps back too early, then I can't practice properly, okay? If she doesn't step back at all, yeah, it becomes very awkward, okay? So, as I said, I'm just lifting with my left hand slightly just to place the tip of the shinai onto the tsukidare. Yum! Step in, skip! This is fine, okay? If you're both wearing armor, you can do this alternatively, one after the other, or you can reset to the start position and keep doing it, okay? Couple of common mistakes when we're striking men. The main one is stepping in and then bash. Now you're trying to hitting too hard, okay? This is not acceptable. You mustn't bash to try to hit as hard as you can, okay? That isn't the purpose of kendo. You must hit with correct energy. Likewise, you mustn't, be too ginger with it either. Men, this isn't correct either, okay? You must have tenuchi. This feeling, okay? Men, zanshin. Back to here. And as always, kikentai no ichi. Men! Men! This bit. Men! Yeah? Not this way, okay? Men. Men. At the same time. For kote, common mistake is to swing the shinai diagonally. Now you're trying to hit the target and you'll hit her either on the elbow or on the forearm here or on the fist here. It'll be quite painful. Or you might hit the tsuba. It won't be painful so much, but it won't be the accurate kote. You must strike straight, 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 okay? The motodachi must make sure that they bring the kote to the center line. Okay? Sometimes the motodachi makes the mistake because they have the experience often of being bashed really hard on the kote, so they don't want to open it so much, and they just open it like this, and actually there's not really a route to the kote. Okay? So you have to give the kote so that they can just swing straight to it. Kote. Okay? For do, you mustn't swing horizontally too much. This way, or like this way. diagonally, 45 degrees, using the wrists to control the shinai, not the elbows. Okay, so I'm here, do. Okay, one more time. Ya, step in, and do. Zanshin, isokuito. For tsuki, as I keep saying, you just extend the left slightly, just to place the tip of the shinai onto the tsukidare of the men. You don't want to, step in, lift your hands up this way. This is not correct. You don't want to stab from below. This way, this is not correct, okay? From your kamae, your hips are straight. All I do is very slightly extend my left hand, okay? As I said also, it's stepping in, I place it on and push very slightly with my left. And she uses that push to step back. It's not a jab like this, okay? That's very painful. Please don't do that, okay? And that is how to practice these basic datotsu with suriashi against a partner in armor. Okay, next let's look at the same datotsu but with fumikomi ashi, okay? The leaping footwork. This time after striking, we're also going to pass our opponent. Now, let's not be confused. We're going to hit our opponent. Men, for example, they're going to move out of the way for us very kindly. And like when we did the kirikaishi with suriashi, we're going to go straight forward and past this way using okuriashi. Now, this is not zanshin, okay? The purpose of this is to move with momentum and practice correct and fast footwork, okay? Normally in a kendo realistic situation, in the keiko or jieko, or in shiai, or if you do a grading exam, you wouldn't turn your back on your opponent for an extended period, okay? So you wouldn't make the strike that's like, man, during a realistic encounter, okay? The purpose of this is for improving your technique only. So let's begin with men. We'll start at the far distance. Step to our cutting distance. And as before, we're going to raise before we move our feet. If we move our feet and raise at the same time, this is going to happen. And that's not what we want, okay? We're going to launch forward off our left leg. Raise. They're going to move out of the way. Okay, this way. I still take zanshin, okay? We'll go from this side. I still take zanshin after I turn around. So, step in. Zanshin, okay? We don't lose our attention to our opponent. So not like this. Not this way, okay? After hitting, zanshin. Attention towards opponent, okay? This is very, very important. Some things to remember. Raise, launch, strike together. Then move through quickly. You must bring up your left leg quickly so that you can move past very quickly, okay? You don't want to, hit and slow down. If anything, try to hit and try to speed up. Okay, something like this. Another common mistake that we see is, because we're starting at the far distance, you take one step to your cutting distance as before. Then from your kamae, without moving your left foot, bang, okay? You don't, from here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that isn't the type of men that we're practicing. There is, some teachers teach that way. I don't, so we're not going to do it in this video. For me, kamae, step in. Check your kamae. Then try not to move left foot. Man. This way, okay? Try also to use a loud voice and keep the shout, man, until you turn around facing your opponent. Yeah! Man! Not like this. This is the bad example. Instead, yeah! Man! This way, okay? This is how we want to strike large men with fumikomi. Okay, next we're going to do kote with fumikomi. Exactly the same as before. However, we're not going to go past this time. We're going to end this technique next to the opponent. So, from here, far distance, yeah, step to cutting distance. I'm going to raise the shinai so I can see the kote, and I'm going to stamp and hit kote here, okay? And I finish next to the opponent. I'm not pushing her. I'm not necessarily trying to do taiatari just yet, okay? It's just a technique practice. Yeah, step in and kote, okay? She receives by being ready for taiatari though, okay? She's not just soft, okay? So I have something to, some cushion, okay, to work with, right? It's not quite taiatari, but it's kind of a cushion there, okay? When you strike after striking, this time instead of keeping the shinai here, this will prevent you from going forwards, okay? After striking, the shinai goes to your left, over her right shoulder. Kote. This way, okay? This way. Not, this is the incorrect way, often see, yeah, kote. Try to hook back around to tsubazeriai, okay? This isn't correct, all right? Often, tsubazeriai, which is fighting from the close position with the tsubas locked together, often this position follows a kote strike, but not quite that quickly. So you complete the waza, ya, kote. Then, if this were a match and this were a failed strike, from here, we would revert to tsubazeriai, okay? But when practicing kihonichi kote, we strike this way. The reason for this is because with this as a habit, we have this as a natural habit, and this is a realistic situation. I make a strike this way, but miss from this position. It's very easy for me to follow up with a men strike. If I have the habit, however, of striking kote this way, it's actually much harder for me to make a follow-up strike. So the reason we have it this way is not only does it stop us getting caught up when we're trying to close the distance, because the last thing we want, of course, is to be here, because if this is a real situation, I'm in danger now. She can strike me. Okay, so I have to close that distance, I have to get close to her. So I have to move my shinai out of the way. I want it on this side so that I can easily make another strike if I need to, okay? So keep that in mind. One more time. Yeah, I'm swinging the shinai straight. Step in and kote. Here, okay? Same with men, but now we're starting to hit. Don't be too, think about swinging the shinai too quickly and start making just a tiny strike. Okay, we'll talk about smaller strikes in a moment. For now, we're using our shoulders, whether we hit men with fumikomi, using our shoulders to lift the shinai. Same for kote, here, kote. Okay? Now we're leaping forward with fumikomi. Can't get too close. You get too close, you're gonna end up striking like this, okay? And the pattern is a strike with stamp, lift up the left, bring up the left foot, and one more step to close the distance, okay? Often you see this pattern like this, okay? This is not correct. Launch forward with one step for kote, KOTE. Nice and smooth. Okay? And that's how to strike KOTE with fumikomi. Next, we'll look at do strikes with fumikomi, okay? Don't always strike do with fumikomi, but for this kind of kihon-ichi, we're going to. So, up to now, when we practice do, we hit with suriashi, with okuriashi, with our hips straight towards our opponent. However, when we do fumikomi, we have to go past our partner. And because of the dynamics of the cut, it's harder for them to move out of the way. So we're going to move slightly diagonally. That means that when we strike, we're actually going to make our fumikomi, our stamp, slightly diagonal to our right. Okay? So slowly, we start here. If you just come forward a little bit, because I need the space, that's it. Yeah, we're going to step in. She's going to raise. I raise is the same way, but as I stamp, I'm not stamping straight, I'm stamping slightly diagonally right. This way. Okay? So I'm slightly off to the right. This is just enough so that now when I do my okuriashi, we're just about brushing shoulders. I go past, do. Okay? This way. One more time. Yeah! Step in and go. This way. Okay? One more. Yeah! Up, go. This way, okay? Have to think about, again, accuracy, not power, okay? I know it makes quite a loud noise, but that's just because the do is quite hard and I'm hitting the correct area with the most efficient area of the shinai. I'm not hitting it hard, I'm not using power or physical strength, okay? Common mistake is yeah, this way, and to do this is incorrect, okay? To move the shinai first and then hit and run, okay? This is not correct. Also, we are stepping slightly diagonally, slightly, so that we brush shoulders. If you step too far, you'll hit the incorrect area, hitting the front of the door here, and there's too much space between us. This is not correct. If you do this in the real match, if I do this in the real match, this is easy for her to strike me, okay? If I do the correct way, she can't make the strike, okay? I'm safe, right? So that's very important as well. One last time. Yeah, step in and go. This way, okay? I'm not leaning, keep my posture as I strike. This way, okay? Not hard. Posture, good. Not this way, okay? This is not like this, okay? You might watch some videos on YouTube. It might look like they're hitting do this way. This is not how you want to do it, okay? Personally, after striking, I like to pull the shinai this way, okay? It's how one of my teachers taught me, was imagine cutting this way, okay? I know other teachers, they like to teach to keep the shinai this way. Take your sensei's advice on this. For me, I prefer to hit this way, okay? One more thing when hitting do, it can be quite difficult, especially as you're moving this way and you're going past, okay? If you don't have very good wrist flexibility, it can be quite hard to keep your hand on the shinai, okay? A couple of things you can do. First, you can momentarily take your hand away from the shinai. Momentarily, you can take away and then put it back as soon as possible. You mustn't pose with it off the shinai. Like this, okay? That's not correct. Also, it's okay to slide the hands together as well. This way, if you like, okay? From here, yeah, here, and go. It's okay to do this as well. I like to do this myself for techniques that involve do that are usually against men, like the oji waza or kaishi waza. But for the kihon waza, I usually use the regular grip, this way. I usually use this way. It's okay to do either though. Okay, next is tsuki, for ski with fumikomi. Now, this is particularly easy now to get overzealous, okay, and over excited when we start doing this. But you mustn't. It's exactly the same. We don't need to jump forward like this when we're doing tsuki. Okay, it's just one step forward. This way, okay? There's two ways actually that people do this, but the way I do it is from far distance, ya, step in, exactly the same as before. I'm just raising my left hand, but make one fumikomi forward. Skip! Okay? She uses the pressure of it to step backwards. Okay? Was this painful? No? Okay? It wasn't particularly unpleasant. It was just normal. It feels quite comfortable to receive. The other way to do fumikomi with this, some people like to step in and ski. Okay? This is where they leave the left leg here, this way. Okay? Some people do this way. Some people do this way, okay? Either one is okay. Try not to, as I said, lift your hands like this. Try not to hit from the bottom. And don't drive forward this way, okay? You shouldn't do any of that. Nice and comfortably, yeah, step in, ski, this way. One more time. Yup. Ski. This way. Okay? This is how to do tsuki. Don't need to go over the top. Next, let's look at those same Kihon Datotsu basic strikes, but this time we're going to use small strikes or small waza. This is something that you'll need to use in a realistic situation such as jigeko or shiai, or even in your grading during the actual jitsugi, the actual exam where you're fighting with your opponent, okay? If you make all these large strikes, you're probably not going to land any, okay? So you're going to need to know how to use the big strikes, which are mainly for learning how to strike, and then the small strikes, which are more realistic, or the ones that we use in a realistic situation. So let's begin with men. As before, once we got to our cutting distance, we'd raise using our shoulders, leap forward, and strike. We're doing the same thing, except we're cutting out everything before this point. Okay? So we don't need all this. Instead, we're going to step into our cutting distance, and we're going to leap forward and strike with a smaller motion. This means we're going to have to use our wrists and tenuchi to much better effect, okay? It's very important that you strike with Kikentai no Ichi, okay? So you don't have to move fast if you're struggling with this, all right? It's okay, yeah, step in, and this way, okay? Again, yeah, step in, and this sort of speed is okay, all right? What matters is this happens together, okay? And after you hit, you try to go through quickly. As you get more advanced, you can try to keep the point of your shinai down as long as you can. Yeah! Step in. Okay, again. Yup! Step in. Okay? This is still the Kihon Uchi. So, I'm still hitting and going past before I turn around. This isn't zanshin. This isn't what you would do in the real situation. In the real situation, they're not going to move out the way. Yeah, so I'd keep my eyes on them. Have to use my footwork. One more time. Yeah. This is the more realistic way. So it's good to practice this as well. But for Kihon Uchi, when we're passing our opponent, make sure you strike, and after striking, you keep your arms extended. This way, okay? This helps us move quickly. Common mistake is to raise the hands this way, or this way. See both of these quite a lot. But in this position, or in this position, you can't do Suriashi quickly. You're not in a good posture to do so, okay? You can only do it like this. It's not correct, okay? From here, you can make fast Suriashi. Okay, and that's what you need to do. So for small men, yeah, take your time. Get to cutting distance and this way, okay? Next, kote. Small kote, exactly the same as when we did the slightly bigger one. But we don't need to raise all this way now. We use our hands and throw the shinai forward as we leap forward with umikomi. Kote. This way, okay? Yeah. Kote. This way. Mustn't swing diagonally. This way or I'll miss. I don't need to lift up this way. I use my wrists. Kote. This way. One more time. Kote. Okay? At the instant I strike, I lift the shinai back up over her shoulder. This is important, all right? Think of it as a strike and lift. Kote. Hit and lift. Kote. Not this way, okay? I can see her going like this even though I'm not even putting power in it, okay? It's unpleasant. So from here, yeah, get the distance and kote. This way. Okay, stop here, don't go past. I recommend, after striking, kote! You stick to your opponent, okay? You stay there as well, it's okay. You stick to your opponent. Then, make the distance for the next one. Kote! This way, okay? Try not to get into the habit of, yeah, kote! This is a bad habit, okay? Because if after you strike, she can attack me, okay? This is dangerous. Better to stay kote attached to your opponent, okay? So you're nice and safe. For do, get to our close distance, she raises, and this time, a common problem with do is people lift the shinai all the way around like this when they try to do it. Do, this way. This time, I'm making a small swing, and I'm using my wrists. This way, this way, this way. Okay? Yeah, here, do. Okay, one more time. Yeah, boom. And again, yeah, boom. Okay, using my wrists. This way, not this way. Pam, pam. And I'm still, shoulder to shoulder as I pass. Finally, TSUKI is the same in both situations, as we don't do a big TSUKI. However, after striking, TSUKI, zanshin. Must keep opponent in your eyes, okay? Don't do this way. Don't do like this. This is not a good practice. And this goes for all of us. You shouldn't over-celebrate, okay? So if we look at the realistic ways to strike, for TSUKI, yeah, TSUKI. You don't need to do this, okay? It looks really stupid and it's unnecessary. You can actually lose the point for this, okay? If you do this in the match, this can be considered too much zanshin. It's not zanshin, but too much energy, okay? Over-celebration. Same for if you do men. If we do men, yeah, and she doesn't move out the way, men! This way. Here's the wrong example, yeah, man! Okay, man! Don't need to do this, yeah, man! Don't do this, it looks rubbish, okay? Kote, KOTE! Not this way, okay? Don't do like this. Don't over-celebrate. KOTE, 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 KOTE. You don't need to do this, all right? It doesn't look as good as you think it does if you're a person that does it. And it's bad zanshin. KOTE, KOTE! This is KOTE, okay? And that's how to do the small techniques in Kendo.
So that was all about striking techniques in Kendo when partnered with somebody wearing armor. Don't forget to support the channel by shopping at KendoStar.com, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.